Hi everyone, and welcome to the class. So this is the second or third time I've taught this course, and every time I change it just a little bit and update it. I always add refreshing new material up to date to what's happening in our field. But pretty much this is a kind of management style orientated class. It talks about the rules of IT and business and how they interrelate and form our real world happenings, why we exist as IT professionals, and what the business people think about us, and what they need, and why we do all this. Everyone should think about this at all times. We might be doing code for something or building a website, but it's all about the user. It's not the client, it's about the user. The goal of the user is to get information, and our goal is always to transfer that information. The old Shannon and Weaver model from A to B, just like I'm doing here. This is kind of a how-to. We've done this all. You guys have all been in classes before. Here's coming assignments that are up and due. I have pretty much a challenge every week, something for you to do. If we look under the course key documents, you'll find a final team piece that we're going to do, make life a little easier. Part of your ABET accreditation is to work always in teams and do virtual publishing, which we do now in the real world. If we want a job, we're going to work with somebody overseas. You're going to do virtual just like I'm doing with you now, so you'll have to learn how to do presentations. You'll have to learn how to do Google Hangouts or Skype, whatever mechanics your team works on. So let's just dive into the syllabus real quick, just to hash over it. Basically, weekly we'll have challenges, see how to get a hold of me, standard course information. We see this on everything, the definitions of the course. The textbook, I definitely want you to get. You don't have to buy this. You can get it in the library. Check it out. See if you can get one from interlibrary loan if someone beats you to it there. See if you can buy a used copy or get one from one of your peers. So don't jump, to buy this book right away. It's always available. If you need to, we can always find a resource for you to borrow somebody else's or check it out if you need to. But almost every single library can get a copy of this. It's an awesome, awesome book. I don't really highly recommend buying books that are expensive or whatever, or the academic style a lot of times, but this is one that I constantly go back to and really think is done well. It has great case studies, great information, and we'll be looking a lot of it this semester. Pick up a used copy first if you can. Go online and search any of the used places, including Amazon or somewhere. Others, just a grammar idea. American Psychological Association. You can get this online at Purdue OWLS. That's a great link that you don't have to buy this. Everything's there. You can always do a grammar, or Grammarly is a great new thing. And one of the key resources I want you guys using is our Writing Center, folks. It's free. And the Tutoring Center. Please, please, please use these resources. They are awesome at this school. The Career Center is open too. Our library is like one of the best libraries I've ever been to in an academic setting. Our librarians are begging for someone to come over there and pick their brains. So through this, we're going to learn some of the rules, identify and analyze positions, how they work, interwork with the business world, why they work together, what they do. You'll be able to articulate how data is actually used in a business case, in a business sense, why you're building databases, why you're building websites, these transcribable pieces to move information. Kind of through this, you'll see that I kind of made it a little easier this semester, which is pretty cool. I'll have online videos weekly that I'm doing and reading suggested. In other words, if you read it, you probably want to know the answers to all the challenges. And I made them a little bit more of a challenging. They're kind of discussion papers. You need to cite everything you do. So if you're getting a resource that said data is, you better tell me that data, according to Raggart 2015's Information Science Management Manual, is raw material such as zeros and ones. Or Stamp says that information security is all about using the CIA platform or the STAR platform. Page 23. Very simple to do, but I'm looking for that in all these assignments. If you do not do that, you're going to have an issue. So please do that. You will see right here a plagiarism policy post. Ta-da. I'm actually giving you points to saying you're going to be honest. How about that? Is that not cool or what? You'll see that's in the first week. You kind of just got to say, there's a little blurb, copy paste it, put your name, say, yeah, I agree, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to use the library. I'm going to ask the question if I feel goofy. If I'm copying someone else's work, I'm going to cite them and give them the respect that they deserve. Pretty simple. In the past, we've had a lot of problems with this. So the school and the college, university overall is ramping up. So I'm just trying to make you guys be aware of this and understand, hey, I just got to quote somebody. That simple. Just tell me where you got the information. I do it every single day because I read it somewhere. I'm not breaking a wheel, and neither are you guys. You'll have a midterm paper, which is actually your journal, and a final journal, which will be due. You must turn it in to pass. You'll notice the points are not extremely high, so you want to capture every single one of them. The team paper is going to be kind of pretty fun, a case study, which you'll learn and try to do a little bit more analyzing and adapting this to how it can help you in life. I think you guys will like that. Scale is pretty simple. Attend class. Hey, about that. I'm not going to read all this for you. It's pretty much the verbiage which you guys all know. You're expected to show up, participate. I can see if you're logging in or not. So log in every day. Check it out. Look at your peers' work. Find a mentor. If you don't know something, ask. Ask for help. Ask me. Ask one of your peers in the class. Go to the tutor. We have a free tutor in the School of IT, online and in-house. Set up an appointment. And number one thing, gang, too, is let's be nice to each other. In today's world, bullying is not accepted. And when you're writing something, take a minute and think about the words you're saying. Make sure that they're not ignorant. Make sure that, even though you think it's funny, to say, hey, Dr. Spangler's a fatty. I saw him eating a hot dog. Well, sometimes my feelings actually come on. Like, yeah, I know, I shouldn't have had that hot dog. You're right. I should have went to the gym instead. I'm really trying. Well, think about what you're saying. Sometimes it's hard. Try to be positive in everything. If you're looking at somebody else's work, find something great and say, hey, I really like the way you cited this article by Spangler or Dr. Kuhang. You know what? It'd be really cool is I think if you added just a little bit more to that, man, it'd be super. Simple sentence like that changes the whole structure of a negative into something very positive. So think about it. Stuff happens. If you have to withdraw. Attendance, come on guys, it's pretty easy, you're online. The plagiarism policy is here again. Watch for that. You can't crosswork and steal it from another class and think I'm not going to find it, because I do put everything and turn it in. We're required to do that now. And so if you think you're going to get away with it, you won't. It's an algorithm. You know how they work. So be honest. Make your life easy. Technology, if you need anything, let me know. Students with disabilities, hey, please let me know. Everybody has sometimes a little help they need. I am out there. I am open to anything. This has helped me in life before. I have dyslexic issues, and I solved them. As a young man, I still suffer a little bit today, but that's okay. I want you guys all to feel open to come and talk to me about needs and accessibility. At the end of the course, we'll, kind of evaluations and everything, blah, blah, blah. The design is, yes, I will not accept light work because I give you a lot of times. I even put it in there. Turn it in right there. I blatantly tell you guys that everything's going to go. I don't even do it. It's just a click on her assignment grid now. It goes right to it and right to that glorified Turnitin cloud. So just be careful and understand that everybody's doing that. It's not us being mean or picky. We're starting to get away from even having the controls to look at it. So help me help you. If you have a question, call me. My cell phone's there. I'm always around. If it's an emergency, text me. Email is the best, scott.spangler@mga.edu, because I get right back at you. Coming into the ideas. On the journals, what I want you doing, and I'm seeing if coming down. Just real quick, class begins. We do have a holiday on the 15th. Spring break. Kind of made some extra time in there for you. Midterm grades. You can withdraw if you need to. Hope you don't. Hopefully you're graduating if you can. The journals are due the last day of class too. There is a midterm journal grade. I wasn't going to do it sneaky like I do in a lot of the younger classes, but I see this as you're an effective learner if you're here. What I'm looking for is to do it, be honest. If you're doing your assignments, put them in there. If you're reading your chapters, keywords or something you want to define inside that journal because you're going to use it again. If you get into the capstone with me, You're going to use all this stuff, I promise you, if you haven't been there yet. You're going to need it for your report, so you might as well have it. Put a page number where you got it and cite it. If you're looking at that book right away and you want to find out about business processes, I can tell you right now it's on page 26, and you can cite something really simple and really easy. You can talk about how it's diagrammed. If you want to know exactly what to do, maybe you talk about a case study that's in there that you're interested in. And I want you to talk about how you can apply it in a reflection. The last thing you should say is reflection and say, hey, you know what? I read over this case study on UPS and I saw that it had this, this, and this. I think I can adapt that to help me in my grades. By A, I'm going to follow Dr. Spangler's rules of 7 Habits of A Students and create a mobile device on a calendar that puts all my assignments for the whole semester in and a warning bell 2 days before. I'm going to kind of go into that UPS philosophy of getting to school, save a little time. I'm going to map out the shortest routes to school, shortest routes to the library. I'm going to plan ahead an hour a day for myself to go to the gym. Maybe I go over and just go bowling to clear my mind. Maybe I work out next to Dr. Spangler and laugh at him because he's so slow, and he puts a hot dog on the front of all the treadmills to make himself go faster. Whatever it is, take an hour for yourself, but use all these tools and put them in your journal too. Little ideas. That's what I'm looking for, is an analysis, a reflection in there. What does this really mean to you? Anyone can go back to the back of the chapter and look at the keywords and write up definitions, put page numbers in. But I'm looking for you to apply this material if you want to get an A. The reflections where I'm really going to look at this. As an example, we can think about how high-tech mobile devices are helping ski resorts. It's a case study. We can say, well, you know what? It's pretty interesting that they actually started recording data on all the people, and what they wear, and what they do, and when they come, the age groups. You can start using this for a research project for yourself now as an experiential learning credit. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you too. Over to class, you've got a couple little things to do first week, and I think I pretty much set it up, if I'm not mistaken, that you've got ample time to turn things in all the modules. It'll be a reading. It's pretty easy if you get the book. Actually, I found them to be really good. And if you noticed, just my scrolling through this, you'll have a discussion post, first paper. These are the challenges. Then you don't have another one for 2 weeks. Gives you 2 weeks in most cases for everything. Instead of every week pounding on you, to read it, to think about it. Say, what does this mean? What's the question? What's the challenge Dr. Spangler's trying to have me solve? I'm not just asking you to read the Business Intelligence Foundations chapter. When I'm asking you a question inside there, I want you to analyze it and think about it. What does this really mean? How do I answer this? How can I help myself in this? You'll see I put in there when I was going to cheat and not tell you and announce, hey, give me your journals to see if you're working, so you know it's coming up in week 8. Another one, you'll have I know assignment due this week. I think I was nice to you. Oh man, spring break, look at that. Wow, so pretty much you got a 2-week break with spring break, so you should be able to relax. Another post, a couple more things, then we're out of here mode. So journals will be due, final papers. I'll announce a little later in the class teams, see if anyone else joins us. We're no rush for that, we'll have plenty of time. It's not a big paper, but it's something that I think will be pretty fun to do. If you're thinking about the course, you pretty much think you know how to use the shell here. I always put in a note from Dr. Gerard about thinking ahead, being positive, maybe you want to get into graduate studies. The weekly course stuff is always listed for you. When you pop in, you can see that I always have a lecture. I have your plagiarism policy that comes right up. You say, copy, paste, put your name, the date, say I agree. I read the handbook. I read everything. I'm great. You're great. We're off to the races. Right, folks? No big deal. But just be careful, gang. I'm more so warning you for your other classes because a lot of people are getting caught and in trouble. You can see the week workload, pretty darn simple. I even created a lecture, so if you really don't want to read, well, you're going to get away with murder. But I'm not telling you that well. Sorry. Just kidding. Read the chapter. You're going to need it anyway to answer the question. Still got to work. Sorry, gang. But I always do a follow-up lecture, and it's really exciting. And I know you guys can't wait to hear me talk and go over everything. There are YouTube links so you can click into them, really simple, and you can watch them. This one's about 17 minutes long, it looks like. Think about it, if you're in class, it'd be 3 hours.
Hi everyone, welcome to a new course.
Wow, I should have just let that play and then I would have been done. I'm just kidding. That's using technology to its best, huh? All right, gang. So this is a cool class. It's one of my favorites to teach. It's just really fun. It's simple. It's got a lot of ideas that you might not think about in jobs and places you might go. You might start thinking, wow, maybe I'm really not going to be a programmer for Geico, but I'm interested in infrastructure, electricity companies, water companies. I never thought about them being controlled by computers as well. Did you know that every single light switch on the circuitry in New York City went out because of... Wait, I'm telling you an answer to one of your questions already. All right, gang. I'm looking forward to a great semester. We'll talk to you soon.